Hello everyone. So this video is about beliefs about work. To have a balanced work life, we need to understand our meaning of work. Our meaning of work is influenced by different views of work that are present in the society. So this video is about different historical beliefs about work, and we will also discuss how we can uncover our personal beliefs about work. To find out more about this and other topics, check out my book, Underwork Yourself, How to Combine Self-Care and Work. The Amazon link to the book is included in the description for this video. We usually have an intuitive sense of work, yet are not always aware of it. Sometimes we pursue someone else's meaning instead of our own meaning. Other times, contradictory beliefs about work cause us frustration. When we succeed according to one belief, we feel subject to another belief. This is why it is so important to develop our concept of work. Once we develop our concept of work and what work means to us, we can live by it. And by understanding what is meaningful to us, we can avoid spending energy on what is not. So there can be tension between our meaning and the attitude toward work in our culture. So sometimes we are forced to engage in work activities that feel pointless. We are in charge of how much to compromise before we can no longer derive meaning from work. By clarifying our concept of work, we gain the ability to hold boundaries and protect our meaning. So to aid this task, let us discuss attitudes toward work held by different individuals and societies. So the first aspect of work is whether or not it is done with purpose. So if you look at the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of work, it says that work is an activity in which one exerts strength or faculties to do or perform something. So according to this definition, whisking water is work. So purpose is not included in this definition. So this is reflected in other historical attitudes toward work. So Thomas Carlyle lived in 1800s. He was a Scottish essayist, historian, and philosopher. So Thomas Carlyle wrote, "There is a perennial nobleness and even sacredness in work." So this is a historical attitude that elevates any work into a virtue. So there is nothing mentioned here about doing work for some kind of purpose. So an example from daily life that shows that it is important to understand whether or not we include purpose in our definition of work is the following. So we may think that the person who works longer hours works harder just because they are busy for longer hours. But what is the result of their work? Can we achieve the same result in a shorter amount of time and have some leisure? But the next aspect that is related to our meaning of work is whether the work is done for reward. So work can be done out of necessity, for enjoyment, or for a reward. Ancient Greeks considered work done to earn a living demeaning, while the same work done by an aristocrat was an act that pleased the gods. So, of course, if we think that work done to earn a living, if we think that that work is demeaning, it's going to be unpleasant for us to do that work. So, right away, we can see how this belief can affect our well-being. As far as the monetary reward goes, in some beliefs about work, the monetary reward for the work done is the measure of success. But in some other beliefs, expecting that the work is going to be rewarded and caring about money is godless. So there is a Christian attitude toward work that is influenced by the teaching, you cannot serve both God and money. So there is this way of looking at money that is godless, that tell us that money are godless. On the other hand, in Calvinism, financial success is a sign of salvation. So Calvinism is also a Christian attitude toward work, And in this Christian attitude, financial success is a sign of salvation. So we may need to decide what we think about reward in relation to work. So, for example, if we subscribe to the negative view about money, we may think that working overtime with no extra pay is expected, right? So, it is important to decide what we think about reward in relation to work. The next aspect of work is motivation. So, Adam Smith was a Scottish economist who lived in the 1700s, and he witnessed the Industrial Revolution. So, Adam Smith believed that human beings sought to put themselves at ease and required an incentive such as money to work. So, basically, Adam Smith believed that human beings are lazy and they are not going to work unless there is an incentive for them to do so. On the other hand, Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist, and in 1940s he developed a theory of motivation based on the hierarchy of needs. So, according to Abraham Maslow, if our basic needs are met, if we already have everything we need to survive, we may still want to work for the sake of self-actualization, for the sake of becoming our best possible selves. So, for example, if we subscribe to Abraham Maslow view of work, we may decide to volunteer for free to pursue our best self. All right, so you may have noticed contradictions in historical attitudes toward work. Some consider it demeaning, others consider it noble. Some claim that the excessive focus on monetary reward is godless, others elevate financial success as a sign of salvation. Some believe that people are lazy and will not work if they can help it, and others imply that people need to work to pursue meaning. So you can see that there are many contradictory historical attitudes toward work. This is why it is so important to find your own meaning of work. So how do you do this? So you can ponder the following questions. The first question is the following. What messages about work did you receive from your family, culture, religion, education, and workplaces? Again, so the first question is, what messages about work did you receive from your family, culture, religion, education, and workplaces? The second question is, what do you think work is? And the third question is, what makes work meaningful to you? So again, what do you think work is, and what makes work meaningful to you? So this is all for today's video. Thank you so much for listening to it. Please subscribe to my channel, put a like underneath this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!